Hi, Dr. Roz.
I'm your man, Kil. We back for another episode of Marriage Exposed. Don't even. Whatever you're gonna say, don't.
No,
What?
No.
No, what? No, say it.
No, it's just that in between takes, you know, I have to always check to make sure a client ain't calling or something.
I understand you're important. I know Michelle Obama. I know you're important.
I could meet Michelle Obama.
You did, and you busted into tears.
I know,
and
but
didn't tell her
like,
anything about Marriage
That's what I'm
Exposed.
saying. Like have a real sit down. Where she's
Stop
not
crying
doing
when you
this.
see people
I know.
that could help our career.
I know.
All right.
I just got overwhelmed.
You want to tell them how you met Michelle Obama?
I'm emotional.
Killing Roz. My husband and I have been married for My husband and I have been married for 3 years, and my main complaint with him is that he acts like a big kid. I have a 13-year-old son from a previous relationship, and I feel like I have 2 kids now. It's like these two are inseparable. They do everything together, and they seem to want the exact same things. For example, both of these kids have told me what they want already for Christmas, and it's only July. And guess what they want? My son wants the new Xbox, and my man Gary wants the new PlayStation. This man is 44 years old, wanting the same thing my 13-year-old son does, and nobody seems to see this as a problem but me. For their birthdays, they both want the new Jordans or throwback Jordans I can't even keep up anymore. And my biggest problem is that my husband looks at me like I'm crazy when I bring this up. I need a grown man to be my husband, not a playmate for my son. Let me go in. Let me go in on this one.
Kiddo.
All right.
You might be surprised by what I say.
I probably would be surprised. Number one, let's look at it like this. Sometimes when there's a problem, we have to look at when there's still a blessing in the midst. Your husband is cool with your son. Let's just start there. There are a lot of women who would assassinate Obama right now for a husband who is cool and in their son's life from a previous relationship. So that's number one. You need to be thankful for that.
I agree with that.
Number two, it almost sounds like you a little bit salty because he spends more time with your son than he spends time with you. So if that's an issue, that's something that you need to talk with your husband about spending more time with you than what he does with your son. Or you could kind of join in their fun. You could play a video game with them. Again, I just think that that's a huge blessing because so many couples who we counsel and coach talk about how that's a huge issue. You know, that the kid doesn't get along with the husband and vice versa, or the kid doesn't get along with the new wife. And so the fact that you have and the fact that they have a bond, I think that's a dope thing. Let me finish before you. I know. My third point is this. Men are big kids. In the video I said before, we're dumb, and I'm going to tell you something else about us. We're big kids. That's just what it is. End of story. So, yeah, he still wants sneakers. So what? He still wants to play a video game. If that's how he can relax, if that's how he can unwind, if that's how he comes home from a stressful day and he's not drinking, he's not smoking, he's not doing drugs, he's not at the strip club making it rain. If he wants to play a video game, because to be real with you, she could get a grown man. You want a grown man? Let me tell you what a grown man gonna do. A grown man gonna go make it rain with your paycheck. That's what he gonna do. So
that's a grown man do?
Who you think at the strip club? A whole bunch of dudes playing PlayStation? They home playing PlayStation. Okay? You can't be at the strip club getting a lap dance and playing PlayStation. So, pick the lesser of two evils. Do you want your man at the strip club making it rain or at the bar? Or do you want him home? Do you know how many women would love to know that their husband is downstairs in the basement and he's in the house? You know, so again, your situation don't sound that bad to me. You know, and saying he's a kid because he likes playing video games and because he still likes sneakers. I mean, when do women get into shoes? I know Naomi walking around here in T's shoes already, and she's 8. Yeah. So should I call you?
They make little Barbie heels.
So should I call you a kid because you still want something that you wanted when you was 8 years old? Now that you're 44, however old. So little boys get into sneakers, and we still like sneakers. That's just part of the game. It's not, that's disrespectful to call the dude a kid because he likes sneakers. You like shoes. Can I call you that? Nah, we know I can't call you no kid for liking what you like. So don't call him a kid. The same thing with the PlayStation. If that's the way we relax, if that, because I know a dude who had a wife, and the wife was like, he can't get no video game system. I'm mad. That you same thing. Like that's for toy. That's for kids. That's a toy. And I'm like, look, man. I mean, this is, you know, hey, I'm glad that's your wife because we be going at it. Because like I said, if this is how I relax and this is like what I do, and it would be the same thing. Guess what? If the roles were flipped and the man had a daughter from a previous relationship and the wife, what would the wife and the daughter probably be doing? Going shopping together, getting their hair done together, doing things that women like to do. So I feel like it's just a flip because it's like a guy, oh, you being a kid, I got 2 kids, my kids already told me what, you compare, you saying he your kid. He like, my kids already told me what they want for Christmas. But if the flip was, you know, it would be like, yo, I want to get to know your daughter, so what am I going to do? I'm going to do things that she likes to do. And then it's the same thing that you probably like to do, which is go shopping, go to the mall, go get your hair done, go get your nails done. So I just think you're in a good situation. You're just looking at it in the wrong way. You have to look at it from another situation. Like I said, number one, your son gets along with your husband. That's a great thing. Your son wants to spend time with your husband. That's another great thing. Your husband is home every night. That's a great thing. Yeah. You know, so I think you kind of nitpicking, and you know, maybe I need to get that dude and get him with my people who go to the strip club, and then maybe you'd be happy with the dude staying home playing PlayStation, you know, like that, and he ain't home, and I ain't seen him, and you know, what time you coming home, you know where he at, you know. But that's my 2 cents. I'm sorry, Roz. What do you have to say, Wonder Woman, with your little bracelet on?
Shut up.
Oh, you used the shut up joint.
I know, it felt good. That's why I was like, ooh, I want to say it. No, but seriously, really? Like, at the end of the day, if that makes your husband happy, then don't you want to see your husband happy? You know, if it's excessive, that's one thing. Like, if he's not taking care of the chores and stuff at home, that's one thing. But if it's something where he's connecting with a young man that happens to be your son, then let them have that moment. Let them have that moment. And like Kil said, join them. Get in with them. Do it with them. Let it be a family thing. Get a freaking Wii and y'all start doing those type of things. But do not let something as trivial as sneakers and, what's she saying, PlayStation, and a PlayStation come between something that could be beautiful in the end. I really just think that sometimes we just look for things to complain about, and I'm not saying that your feelings aren't real, but I do. You got to look at the flip side of that. Really, if he wasn't at home, if he wasn't spending time with your son or taking care of your son, you'd be complaining about that. So in his mind, he's probably doing the best he could, and he's taking in your child that belongs to someone else and has developed a relationship with your child. That's very honorable. You should just love him and want him to be happy off that, because I know so many men who don't want to have nothing to do with your kid. They want you. They don't want your kid. They don't want, you know, your already made stuff. They don't want that. And it's very evident. It shows up in their actions. But he's actually taking the time out to be with your child. And what better to have someone in your home that is being a mentor to your son. He's got to be a great guy because you married him. Now, if he's not a great guy, that's on you because you married him. So he must be okay that you wanted him to be around your son. I think it's very wrong for us to judge someone's hobbies. Because if that is his hobby, if that's what he loves to do, then why would you want to stop someone from what they want to do? You know, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. My husband reads 3 hours a day. It gets on my nerves sometimes because I'm sitting there bored out of my mind like, really? You still reading that book? You done started a new series and you didn't finish that? But that's his joy. And that's what he loves to do. And while it's not, and I love to read too, don't get me wrong. But I'm not just going to be sitting there reading 3 hours a day every single day of the week. And if that is what he enjoys, then you have to find a way to create something to get into whatever their hobby is. So when he's reading these series, and he likes sci-fi stuff, so when he's so I'm like, ooh, well, what happened next? So tell me what's going on. I care, but no, I don't care.
No, you don't.
You know, but I do understand that that's a part of something that he likes. Just like when I'm doing some sorority crap, or when we're doing marriage exposed stuff, or what, I shouldn't say sorority crap. My apologies. No. But you know, just
it's
things
real
on sorority,
yeah.
You know, just stuff that he has no interest in. He goes along with it. He supports it. You know, and so that's what it's about. It's about support. You have such a problem with it, then actually join in on the fun and buy some games that you might be interested in and have them teach you how to play the game. That way you all three of you guys can be connected and doing something.
Right.
But how can I say, shut up. That felt so good.
I'm so glad I could put you on.
I know, you put me on to, I gotta look for it too.
Next year I'll give you the step up version. Shut up.
No, this is good because I don't know how to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm your man, Kil.
And I'm Dr. Roz.
Keep it locked. More Marriage Exposed.